Hi everybody, welcome. It's Lydia Nekozawa here, and today we're gonna get into some VTuber newsy news. But before we do, please make sure to follow my other channels. We got Lydia VTuber Plays, Lydia Nekozawa Clips, and Lydia Nekozawa Cooks. If you can help me, I would really appreciate that. Nyang nyao! Okay, on to our first piece of newsy news. This is Hololive production English, and they will be at BiliBili World 2024. A lot of people are wanting at BiliBili. It's interesting, it's questionable, but speaking of BiliBili, let's get into this piece of newsy news. Okay, so Mythic Talent says, today we are incredibly excited to announce our partnership with NOA Talent. And it says, NOA will be our designated partner going forward as we expand into the Chinese market, helping our talents continue to reach new heights and wider audiences like never before. And then NOA Talent says, we are delighted to unveil our strategic partnership with Mythic Talent. You'll know Mythic Talent is, they have a lot of like prolific VTubers. So like, for example, like they got, you know, like Fillion, they got False, like Yanners is there, Shy Lily's here, like there's lots and lots of people. So you're like, oh man, this is kind of a big deal. So the NOA Talent says, we're delighted to unveil our strategic partnership with Mythic Talent. This milestone collaboration marks a new chapter for NOA as we embark on a journey to bridge the gap between Western and Eastern markets like never before. Together with Mythic, we can aim to redefine industry standards and unlock unprecedented opportunities for their talents and our partners in the Chinese market. Stay tuned as we pave the way together for innovation and excellence in the entertainment industry. So you're like, okay, that's nice. People partnering together. What could possibly go wrong? The thing is, BiliBili is the Chinese equivalent to YouTube, right? NOA Talent is the door into BiliBili. So the reason these streamers want to pair with an agency like NOA is because in China, there's a new regulation for social media influencers with over 500,000 fans. They must submit and verify their real identity on all of their profiles. So by pairing with NOA, they can bypass this rule. So obviously, as a VTuber, you don't want to be identifying yourself. So it makes sense to kind of use this as the bridge into BiliBili, right? Here's an article on the NIJISANJI subreddit posted by Alternative Owl 3046. It says, NOA Talent is a very questionable company, and EN VTubers wishing to join should reconsider their options. And it says, in case you're wondering, NOA Talent belongs to a Chinese MCN founded by Yufu, probably the most infamous person known in the Chinese VTubing industry. It looks like Yufu found a partner to be a CEO so he could hide his connection to NOA Talent. And then there's a link here. The video has disappeared. Interesting. There's a link to the video showing Yufu is indeed the person behind NOA Talent. This was on February 7th. The title reads, former NIJISANJI Talent Selen to join Yufu's company, Megni AN Project Start. The person you see on the screen is Yufu's avatar. At 2:50, he said, just wait for the debut of Gen 1 of my EN project. The website is not ready. At 3:20, he showed the website he was making for NOA Talent. At 3:45, he said, I will ask Selen if she wants to have a BiliBili stream. At 4:27, he says, nobody cares about Wanwan, a pejorative word used for Taiwan. He was known for using very immoral practices such as doxing talents from a competitor company and encouraging his own talents to do hot take drama baiting type of content. For example, he was the one spreading misinformation that ASOL had 1% revenue share, and now the whole world only knows ASOL as the black company that pays talents 1%. Even worse, he would not hesitate to sell his own talent's private info to doxing sites and drama tubers if the talent doesn't play ball. He's one of the main culprits of turning the CN VTubing scene into an absolute shit show. It was also very unfortunate that his other MCN holds almost a monopoly on foreign VTubers trying to stream on BiliBili. Nobody should touch this company with a 10-foot pole, and I hope Sayu reconsiders her options. Anyone wishing to become a VTuber should blacklist the company and ignore their call for audition. That's why NOA is just a little bit sus. It's a little bit sus. Okay, on to our next piece of newsy news. So this is the NIJISANJI subreddit posted by Liquid Recto. It says, new any color report, treasury stock cancellation announcement and treasury stock purchase status report on July 10th. So this is in Japanese. However, we have an English translation. So this is released on July 10th from any color from the CEO, Riku Tazumi. And it says, notice of cancellation of treasury stock pursuant to Article 178 of the Companies Act. Any Color Inc. announces that the board of directors meeting held on July 10th, 2024, resolved to retire treasury stock in accordance with Article 178 of the corporation law. So it says types of shares to be canceled, common stock of the company, number of shares to be canceled, 3,487,271. And it says percentage of total sales outstanding before cancellation, 5.45%. And then it says scheduled date of cancellation, July 24th, 2024. The number of shares to be canceled above will be equivalent to all of the treasury shares held by the company as of July 3rd, 2024. What does this mean? I posted this to my community because they're all pretty awesome people. NIJISANJI, who completed their buyback, is now removing 5% of stocks from the market. I'm not a stock bro, so I don't know what this means, but the discussion I've read online is basically this can cause the stock value to raise as there's now 5% less available for purchase. And these guys are obsessed with stock value. I don't think I need to say this, but this is not financial advice. Please don't take this as financial advice. Okay, so some of the peeps in the comments are saying, reducing the volume of stocks is an attempt to increase the value of existing stocks. And this person says, this is a method to fortify stock prices and an opportunity for people to abandon ship. It can also backfire. One advantage is that some instances there may be a tax incentive to do this, but also a way to reduce stock liability and solidify ownership control. In the end, it's a move to appease shareholders and not one that really benefits employees or customers. This pretty much hits the nail on the head there. Niji is never really interested in its employees or its customers. It's interested in the bottom line, which kind of sucks, but not unexpected for a black company like Niji. So essentially that's pretty much what's happened. And are you surprised? However, with this news, obviously, the NIJISANJI Stocks price is at 2434 again, and the reason why that's a haha in Japan, because how you pronounce the numbers is ni, shi, sa, shi. So ni, 2, shi, 4, sa, 3, shi, 4. So ni, shi, san, shi. And people are like, Nafar, do the dance of joy. You did it, Riku. I thought I would never see it again. Thank you. Anyways, on to our next piece of newsy news. So this is from Dokibird. So this is a bit of a lengthy tweet, but it has a good message. So let's read it. So this is from the Doki's Twitter/X. So this is from @Dokibird. I saw a lot of talk about this, but I hope to see more companies and viewers take a chance on polishing hidden gems within the indie sphere. Joining a company is still ideal for those who are struggling to break more than 20 plus viewers, and there's more benefits having an established fan base of viewers. I wasn't known in the VTuber sphere when I first debuted and had actually been rejected 3 times for Twitch partner. I used to average 10 to 20 viewers a stream, 30 on a good day. All I did was mostly spam Apex and sometimes stream art, barely collaborating or interacting with anyone, and sometimes taking 2+ month break without telling my fans. At that time, my only skill set was just being good at first-person shooter games, and that was really popular. When I got my first lucky break, it was then I decided to actually apply myself to be more ambitious in content creation. I don't think anyone could predict how far I could go since my career was non-existent compared to other VTubers that were around at the time in 2020. I was a hidden gem and a gamble since I honestly think I was recruited purely off of my skills in shooters, as that was a big niche at the time in Western VTubing. There are so many hidden talented streamers that might not be popular or quote unquote make it because they never had the chance or the resources. It's a huge gamble to make and try to polish these gems into diamonds, but it's healthy for the growth of talents / new blood in the entertainment sphere. To add on, I didn't fit the box of what a VTuber was supposed to be at that time. I didn't sing and had an unconventional voice and laugh. I had almost zero connections and terrible non-existent networking in the VTubing community because all I did was play Apex laughing my ass off. What Doki is trying to say here, she's imploring companies and viewers to take a chance on smaller VTubers. Because yes, she's absolutely right. A lot of times there are people who just don't get the traction that they deserve, right? I mean, this is the reason why I even do the VTuber Spotlight as well. Because a lot of times these people, like the internet has so many people on it, right? It's so easy to kind of like get lost in all the noise, right? But it's good to take a chance on people because you never really know, right? Because if that person just gets a little bit of encouragement, maybe a little bit of funding to like, you know, get some assets going and stuff like that, this might actually turn out to be a benefit. The thing is, the sucky part is that VTuber agencies that exist now, whenever they do quote unquote auditions, I don't know how to say this nicely, in the VTuber sphere, we all know that these are essentially BS auditions, right? They're BS auditions because they already know who they're going to get. And this is just pretty much like a marketing ploy so that other VTubers can be like, I just applied, wish me luck, everyone. And everyone's like, good luck. And then, you know, like they're like, oh, hey, this person was this person's friend and we hired them. And like, there's a lot of like nepotism and like cliques within the VTuber sphere that people don't really take auditions seriously anymore because they know that they're all a bunch of bunk, right? So what Doki is trying to say is that, hey, corporations, maybe you should actually take a chance because there is so much good talent out there in the pool. You probably should maybe take a look at that. And even Doki's saying like, yeah, I got my first lucky break through a corporation too. I totally agree with Doki. You really need to give other people a chance. And corporations, essentially what they're looking for is easy money, right? So they're looking for people who already have a following, who already have a fan base. So, I mean, corporations are not amazing either. They are definitely a great place to get like a jump off point for sure. But yeah, no, Doki absolutely has a very good point that corporations really just need to take a chance because honestly, what the auditions have become now is kind of a joke. It would be nice if they actually pluck someone out of obscurity and help them because they have the power to do that. Please give some more indies a chance because there's some good indies out there and they deserve eyeballs on them. Okay, let's see what the good people on Reddit got to say. It's good to see that even though all she went through, she can still see optimistic angle in agencies and wish for people to get the opportunities of one. She genuinely cannot miss, I swear. Also, in before the rats start forming that this is totally means Doki is joining Fee Shoujo or something. Oh, goodness. Okay. On to our next piece of newsy news. So if you remember Tigaholic, this was the VTuber that reached 100K, got a plaque, channel got deleted, channel got back up, then channel got deleted again. I did cover some of this in the past, but Taiga is now saying, so apparently even the fan channels my own effing viewers are running are being taken down for impersonation. VTuber clip channels are now officially impersonators? And then here it says, Taiga Sings was removed from YouTube. Your channel, Taiga Sings, wasn't following our policy on impersonation. We removed it to protect the community. If you think we made the wrong call, we'd be happy to take another look. Begin your review and start your appeal. And it says, just for the record, these channels are not impersonating me by archiving my singing videos at Team YouTube. Bringing their channels back up. I am not the one reporting these for impersonation. This is crazy. I don't understand when like the actual creator themselves is saying, hey, this is viewers backing up my stuff. What is going on? And then YouTube's like, no. YouTube is like trying to like wipe Taiga from the whole platform, but it's not really fair. Cause like singing, like what's so bad about singing? I don't understand why this is happening, especially if literally the creator themselves is saying, hey, stop it. Like I've mentioned in the past, very unfortunate that you have to at them on Twitter/X. All right, on to our next piece of newsy news. So this is not VTuber news, but this is news that's going on in the Twitter/YouTube realm. If you guys remember who Boogie is, I'll show you. Okay, so this is Boogie. He was a kind soul who made videos back in the early days of YouTube, and sometimes power corrupts. So, like, this guy, for some reason, can't steer clear of controversy. So now this new thing has come up and it's kind of gross. Okay, so this is posted on Twitter/X and it says, so Keem, when they say Keem, they mean Keemstar. So Keem offering Boogie 15K for his medical records, Mutahar offering an additional 50K. And Boogie trying to die on the hill of I will never release my medical records to prove I'm not lying about having cancer is the dumbest thing I've ever had to witness. Okay, so let's take a listen here.
I think this is.
What is the end reason? What is the end reason? There's already.
I would not walk away from my house. I would not walk away from 50K.
I would not walk away.
I would not walk away from an internet career that's going to give you revenue. That's going to give you security. I would not walk away from shitting on these people and proving them wrong.
We are different people.
Yeah, you're being ridiculous.
Jim, again, since we're not live, I can say this. I've been looking for an exit plan for a while.
What?
This is an awful exit plan.
No, it's a.
I think this is.
So people are pretty much saying that Boogie was lying about having cancer. So this person says, Boogie 2988 got destroyed by Destiny on stream for allegedly faking having cancer. Boogie wouldn't show Keemstar or anyone any form of medical records and would rather news accounts state that he faked having cancer than share information. Honestly, this is a brutal wash. Okay.
Lead. Boogie lies about cancer than to hand this shit over to you pieces of shit.
Wow.
I'd rather do that. I'd rather do that. Go ahead. Print it, Dokibird. Go ahead and print it.
Can you get your patient portal up on your phone and like send it
to
Tommy?
I'm not going to. Sure,
he's never doing
wow.
Does not have a cancer diagnosis. There's 0% chance he has one.
And you won't prove it?
No.
You won't prove it?
I'd rather you go ahead and print it.
If this is true, and you lied about cancer, this is the biggest scandal on the fucking internet.
Wow.
So just as a couple things, right? So the story as laid out, if you look up secondary polycythemia versus polycythemia vera, all of the leading things that Boogie talks about leading to his condition are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not the mutation that would cause polycythemia vera. The things that Boogie says that his doctor wants him to check for afterwards, like doing a sleep study, are consistent with secondary polycythemia, not primary polycythemia. And the fact that he says that he had the blood markers or something to confirm it 2 years ago, but is now getting a biopsy for secondary confirmation, even though he says he doesn't have the money for medical bills, but I guess now that he does have money, he's going to waste all of it on biopsying things that are already confirmed, or at least confirmed enough that he wanted to talk about it publicly for 2 years ago, and then use it to fundraise the money that he now has so that he can do the biopsy that I don't even think he's doing, by the way. I don't think he's actually doing that.
So Destiny, to summarize,
if he wanted to disprove it, all he has to do is show a private party this particular medical thing, and yeah, it would be.
Wow.
To summarize, Destiny, you're basically saying he's kind of unlucky he doesn't have cancer.
If Boogie can confirm, that he has polycythemia vera, and he actually has like a doctor confirmation of the blood cancer, I'll throw $5,000 towards his medical treatment. I'll make that personal pledge right now.
Wow.
Hey, you need the money.
You're not seeing my medical records for 20, not for 50. You're not seeing my medical records.
$5,000.
I said this.
I said this to see the medical records.
I want people to remember in the future then, when Boogie says, I have to do XYZ scam to raise money because my medical bills are hurting so much, he can speak publicly about his medical issues to scam his fans to raise money, but he can't take $5,000 to publicly confirm a diagnosis that he already publicly said. Doesn't make any sense. But
even I have a fucking limit. Even I have a fucking limit.
You know, there's a big history of people, I guess, scamming people with cancer, and it's like the worst of the worst.
Wow.
So you're getting confronted with that right now, and your response to that is,
Go ahead. No, I'm saying run with the story.
What the heck? So Boogie has privated his Twitter account. This is his YouTube channel. Fleeing to Canada. Oh no! So essentially, Boogie did like a what's called a pump and dump of some crypto coin. Like he had like some medical bills, but then turns out from what it appears, he's like, you know what? I'm not showing people my medical records. And like to be fair, in Canada, medical records are they're a personal thing. You're not supposed to show them to anyone other than your doctor. So I get that part of like not wanting to show people your medical records. However, this is kind of like the boy who cried wolf situation. Boogie's been bad on a lot of fronts. And so it's just if this is true, it is a very disgusting behavior. Lying about cancer is not okay. And it's fraudulent too. So we don't really know what's going to happen, especially because like, you know, Boogie's privated his account. Apparently he's run away to Canada. I cannot confirm. I'm here. I looked out my window. He's not there. So I don't know. That's what's happening with Boogie. His villain arc is just getting worse and worse. And it's really sad because, you know, like at the beginning of his career, like sometimes he would make genuine heartfelt videos. And then now it's just he's turned to the dark side, and it's really sad. That's the end of the VTuber news and just kind of like internet news. But to end on a happy note, guys, I would like to show you the VTuber spotlight. Da, 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 da. All right, so this is Axtre. This is her Twitter. She has voice packs on Ko-fi. She does amazing drawing streams too. And okay, so this is, I just want to show you one more funny clip. It's really funny. So let's take a look. So she's drawing art. So here she is the artiste. She's drawing art, and then the art goes for sale on these tables. So this is but for some reason, feet seem to be selling really well that day.
You can tell that they don't have.
So this is a picture of feet with flowers, and now she's drawing a picture of feet with inside of a wine glass.
229? It's the same old man. Guys, I know it.
It's like the same old man keeps finding the feet pictures. Anyways, guys, please go support her on her YouTube, on Twitter, and of course on Ko-fi as well. All right, that's it. That is the end of the VTuber Newsy News, friends. If you want to, please consider subscribing to my other channels, Lydia VTuber Plays, Lydia Nekozawa Clips, and Lydia Nekozawa Cooks. Thank you all so much. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Mwah! Bye-bye. So much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!